Hey, this is Eileen Fernandez-Parker from Cultivating the Learning. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the editing tools within Edpuzzle. So the first tool is cropping the video. Let's just say that you created your own video and maybe you had a blunder at the end or in the beginning and you just want to crop it out. You can just slide these red tools to either lengthen or shorten the video from where you were. You cannot do multiple crops, so you can't say, oh, I want this part of this video, this part, and then I want more up here. You only get one shot. So that's for cropping. Then for voiceover, I do not use voiceover because I just find it too difficult. But basically, you're going to click on this microphone and you're going to try to talk using the video. You're going to talk through the notes. The reason that you might want to do that is because research shows that students like hearing their own teacher's voice better than a stranger. So you might want to use that. Audio notes I like because it's the same as if you were showing a movie whole class and you paused it to talk about imagery in the background or symbolism or whether something is kinetic energy or not. So the way it works is, and notice everything is color-coded. So cropping is red, voiceover blue, audio orange, quizzes green. So for the audio notes, here's my microphone. Now let's say this is where I would normally stop the video and talk about it. I'm going to click on the microphone and I'm just going to make an audio remark. Look at how amazing the imagery is in the back of Romeo and Juliet. You can remove it, you can remove all of the notes, or remove just the last one, okay? And then for quizzes, there are 3 different, so it uploads your voice so you don't lose it before it moves on. So for quizzes, when I click on quizzes, I get a green tool, and maybe I want to put a question right here. Now, keep in mind, research shows that the length of videos, the best length is like between 3 to 6 minutes. Don't go beyond 6. Probably closer to 5 is better. So what we're going to do is sometimes you just need to keep them focused. So if I click on the question mark here, my questions open up over here on the right-hand side. There are 3 types of questions: open-ended, multiple choice, which can also be used as true, false. And then this really isn't a question. This is where you can type in a comment or maybe something for the kids to be thinking about. But it reminds me more of the audio note where you just kind of are stopping and inserting your own thoughts. So right here, maybe I want to ask a true, false questions, and I can say true or false. The tool you need is in the tool menu. True, false. The correct answer is true, so I'm going to leave that as true, and then I'm going to hit save. Okay. I can also drag this to wherever I want to reflect or kind of do a little book report. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question. Since I just mentioned book report, what book would you like to do a report on? Now, notice in this question, you've got superscripts and subscripts. You can link things, you can add images, you can also add equations. Edpuzzle was created by a math teacher in Spain. So this is strong for math as well as other subjects, okay? So let's just say I decide that, oh, wait, that should have been a multiple choice question. When I click that, I still have the same tools and it automatically takes the question for me, okay? So I can use this as an open-ended question, and here is a spot for the students to type in. I can edit the question. I can also throw it away later, okay? But I have to hit continue presentation, okay? So when I click on this, all right, now the last thing I want to show you is that with multiple choice questions, you can have multiple correct answers. So I can actually ask an opinion question that will be graded, it's more like a poll to find out how people feel. So, which is your favorite tool? And then I can say, read to me, talk to, text. I can add more answers here. And notice I can make it multiple correct answers are true. And this is print to text. All right. And I can fix my spelling error and I hit save. And then I need to save it up here. And then I need to finish. And once I hit finish, it's going to allow me to assign the video. And this part right here is super important. Make sure you have a check off for prevent skipping, because that means that students cannot, they can't skip to the end and get credit for doing it. So this is how you check to know whether or not kids watched it. Also, if they have to pause it and watch it multiple times, you get that data, which is sometimes very powerful in, a student that's not normally needing that. It helps with your learner profiles um, to be able to talk to that student and say, I see that you were struggling with that. Is everything okay? Did you get it? Maybe it's an opportunity for you to let the student know that you care. All kinds of things. Pull them in for a small group. So you get that data that you need. And then once you've chosen your class and you hit assign, now it is assigned. And once it is assigned, it cannot be edited. If you need to edit it, you're going to have to actually copy it or duplicate it, and then you can edit the duplicate, and it will be called copy of whatever.